A woman walks into her office, calm, composed, but within seconds she's publicly accused of betrayal by her closest friend. The whole team watches in shock. She says nothing at first, but when she finally speaks, her words leave the entire room silent. What happened next wasn't a fight, it was something much deeper, a quiet war between truth, trust, and a name that refused to be stained. Hello, everyone. Today we have a very interesting story about her best friend called her a traitor, but the truth left everyone speechless. Maya stood in the center of the office lobby dressed in a black suit. Her ID badge hung from her neck, catching the light as people stared. Her expression was calm, but her eyes carried a storm. A security guard stood beside her, gently holding her arm, not to restrain her, but as if protecting her from the chaos building around them. Across from her stood Julia, furious, eyes burning, finger pointed at Maya. "You betrayed me, Maya," she shouted. "You went behind my back. You took the project and you made it yours." Maya didn't flinch. Her voice was low, steady. "I didn't betray you, Julia. I made a decision, a hard one, but I did what I had to do." "You shut me out," Julia snapped. "We built this company together and you left me out when it mattered most." "You were away," Maya said softly. "In New York. I called. You didn't answer. The board meeting couldn't wait. I stepped in because someone had to." "Around them," their co-workers whispered, watching, judging. The weight of every eye pressed against Maya's back. The security guard leaned in and asked quietly, "Do you want to leave?" Maya shook her head. "No, I'm not running. I'll stand and speak." Julia's anger only burned hotter. "You always act like you're better, like you're the hero. Calm doesn't make you right." Maya's voice stayed steady. "I'm not trying to be a hero. I'm trying to keep this company alive. I stood in that boardroom alone, Julia. I took the risk. I carried the blame. Not because I wanted power, but because I wanted to protect what we built." There was a pause. Silence thickened the air. Then came voices from the crowd. A man in a grey suit said, "She saved our department. Without her, we'd all be gone." A woman near the back added, "She didn't take credit for anything. She just kept working, quietly." Julia's face began to change. Her eyes softened. "Why didn't you tell me?" she asked, almost in a whisper. Maya looked at her honestly. "Because I was afraid you'd see it as betrayal. I didn't want to lose your trust. I didn't want to lose you." Tears welled in Julia's eyes. "I just needed someone to blame. Maybe I blamed the one person who actually stood by me." Maya smiled gently. "It's okay. Sometimes we hurt the ones who fight for us the most." One of the senior partners stepped forward. "She protected this entire team when no one else would." Julia stepped closer to Maya. Her voice broke. "You protected me, and I didn't even see it." "I always will," Maya replied. Together, they walked out of the lobby. No one stopped them. No one dared. The same people who doubted Maya now looked at her with silent respect. Outside, the sun was setting. The golden light touched Maya's face as she looked up at the sky, peaceful for the first time in weeks. "Let them say what they want. I know who I am, and that is enough. The strongest badge you'll ever carry is your name. Wear it with honor."